Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's Kayak Jack here. Um, this is kind of the first time we're doing this on our Kayak Jack's fishing intel site, but thought it'd be a good idea to let you guys know what's going on. And it's about to get wild as spring hits here. If you look around, you see the trees, you'll see the blossoms are out, and that's just a sign that things are going to happen. Squirrels all over the place today, birds. So I think that the bite is on once we get this little cold front out of the way. Well, little, it's a big one. It's been cold. It's going to be cold tonight. It's going to be cold the next couple nights, but I think next week you're going to see 70s during the day, and the bite is really going to turn on. Been fishing around locally around southeast Nebraska and the area. And what I found, the water temperatures are 50, sometimes up to 55, depending on the sun's out, surface temperature anyway. Fish are feeding, catching a lot of bass. Haven't caught any real big ones, but I've seen a couple caught that were, one was over 6 pounds. I'm going to show you a variety of things that I've been using and others as well. Guided yesterday. It was freezing and rainy and wet, and we went maybe 3/4 day type thing. But we were able to catch, I think right around 20 bass, which is pretty good for a day like that. The wind, of course, is today, Saturday. Most of us would be out fishing. And so I just thought it'd be a good idea to record some of this stuff here and let you know what's going on, and let you know what's in play. Maybe get your lures ready for the upcoming week. So, with that, and feel free to ask any questions on this, and I'll try to respond in a timely manner. Maybe we'll do a live one here too, bring somebody on and go from there. But hope you get your gear ready. The main thing though is if you go in a kayak and you're on the water, you still want to dress appropriately and wear your PFD. If anything, wear your PFD. The water temps are still fairly cold, and you never know what's going to happen. These winds have been just vicious on the lake. I'm headed to Texas next Wednesday for a few days, and I'll be back, and then I'll head out to Dale Hollow, Kentucky after that. So April's kind of maybe out for me in Nebraska, except for a few days. But the bite's going to be good. If you're a crappie guy, the crappie's good. Walleye, bluegills, they're all biting and feeding right now, especially for the spawn. Spawn, we're looking at probably 4 weeks at minimum. But these fish are starting to stage. I found a lot of fish just out in the open water roaming around and live scoped them. And I've been using uh, the Z-Man Senate jerk shad with uh, any kind of jig head really will work. I like to use a Kitech jig head, a round ball. If you can imitate the head of a jig, like say in a spinner bait here, that might be even better yet. And by the way, spinner baits, don't rule them out, especially if it's windy. Chuck it, and you'll get bites on that. But I've been throwing the 3.5 a lot and getting bit on it, especially but the shad that I've seen are in the 5 inch range on the lake. So you need your jerk baits. Here's one made by Lake and Lorimer and LL Custom Baits. But he has a good price for him. He can paint whatever you want. And I like this translucent one here, especially imitate those shad. Colored ones aren't bad either, especially the little greens in there and the black or blue back. And then I also you can get I've been throwing one that goes a little bit deeper, and I put lead on the bottom on them so that I can get them down even further, a little quicker. The other thing too is if you're fishing and the lake you're on has rock, you want to fish that. That's the warmest spot in the lake, pretty much. Very stable there. And if you can bang this little booger off the rocks and create a disturbance, you're going to get bit. Red is on fire, as it is every spring. And then what I do is I actually weight these down with lead as well, and I wrap some lead around the hook so that when I'm bringing it in and I stop it and pause it, it just kind of stays right there. It doesn't float up like this. It's going to be more natural. And you got to bang it off the rocks. And I've been banging this off rocks in less than a foot of water, guys, and bass will come up and nail it. So that's another thing you can do. The other thing is if you're searching, you can use that. Use the chatterbait jackhammer is what I like to use. This is my main color. I use a red one here. It's kind of red. I can't remember what it's called. Hot craw maybe, with a black blade on it. That's been working for me. But another one too. If you want to get the bigger bites, go as bright as you can, especially these orange. I know yesterday my client, he caught one on this color, I believe. And don't be afraid to throw white. White works, especially got a lot of shad around. I got a bit on this. I use this in Texas pretty effectively too in the pre-spawn a little bit. And then if the water's dingy, you can go to blue, go to some blue. And if you want something different, throw the mini. The new mini's pretty good too. So those are some things you can throw. Now the other thing is, you guys know my main bait that I like to throw is the Nico, and here's a hot craw color. You'll notice too that this is fairly new, but we now have sleeves that we have for sale that are going to solve a big problem for you, and that's losing these worms. And there's a little collar, and you can barely see it on there, and the fish really can't see it, but you can see. I'll take it off here for you, and you can see. Well, if you can, it's clear. So there it is, and that goes on there, and that is a heat shrink that will not compromise your Elastec. And when you put your hook through it, I'm just gonna here's a wacky hook I've got here. Uh, when you put your hook through, you can put it all the way through and then under the plastic, and but you want to make sure you get a piece of the worm, otherwise that thing will slide off. Or you can go through the worm and the plastic ring. That'll work. And you can see, look at this one. You can't even see it on there. It's actually right here. Oop, right there. You can see it now. These things are great. I have Robo Worm size, and I have big TRD or Cinco size. They come in a little bag, and they're on our website. I think it's like $2 and something cents on there. Not available in Shields yet, although some of our Nico heads are in Shields in Lincoln. They're at Hunter's headquarters in Auburn. We've got them at Truman Lake, Everhart's, and then I got an order for a Colorado store yesterday, a Shields in Colorado, for Nicos as well. So those are some baits you can use. The Nico will work as well. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask. If you want to book a trip, there's still some green dates left on the calendar. If you're like you guys are here, paid members, half price. So you can go out fishing. I can cater, to what you tailor the trip to your needs or what you want to learn, and try to help you out. I know the lake's pretty well around here, and plan on fishing them even more. So the main thing though is have fun, catch lots of fish, and get that tug. Do have a couple announcements. May 10th is our doggy paddle. It's a paddle only tournament. We're giving away a free kayak, a Hoodoo kayak. Um, we have our Monday night league coming up in late May and all of June. For those that want to help out on Monday night, helping kids, we have lots of prizes this year. Catch 20-inch bass this year, and we have some really cool prizes there that you can draw for, ranging between $2,500. And again, we have a podcast, not every week, but try to get at least 2 or 3 a month in with the kayak fishing story. We have the Yak Off Awards going on. You can learn from there about rigging your kayak and so forth. If you need any help with your kayak, I know some guys that do rigging, and I do some light stuff, but the wiring I leave to other guys on there. So um, hope things are going well. Again, the weather's going to change for the better, and these. Oh, I do want to mention too. At these lakes, you've got some pre-emergent vegetation. It's about a foot or two below the surface, but I imagine in just a few days, most of your area lakes around here are going to have vegetation on the surface. So if you can get a jackhammer through there, or maybe even a buzzbait over the top, or a fluke. I forgot to mention that too. Is you can throw a fluke, and even these scented jerk shads will work on a hook. You know, throw a fluke in there, you'll get bit that way. but that vegetation is going to get real thick fast. But the bad news is it's going to get thick. But remember the gutters on the back side of it towards the shore. That's where those fish are going to congregate for spawning during early May, late April. The other thing is what was I going to say? Uh, Fish those edges of those weeds. And the good news is once that water temperature reaches 70 in May, late May maybe, that all those weeds will die and disappear. They just don't last very long. Again, and also you can buy your Nico heads online from us, um, and we can fulfill those orders. So with that, feel free to ask questions, and we'll see you on the water. Thanks.